Hey guys, it's Angelina. Today is my very first video I'm making, so why not make it an advice video? On Instagram, I posted a picture asking my followers to give me questions on Ask FM, and I actually got quite a few, so today I'm going to answer them. They're all anonymous, so whoever asked me these questions, here you go. So very first question is, can you give me advice on losing my best friend? Now, tons of girls go through this so many times, or you haven't been through this yet, but probably gonna happen later on in life. But losing your best friend is very, very hurtful because you are so disappointed it had to get to that level. You're just very hurt, really, because you trust them with so much. You tell them everything, from your feelings to things that's happening at home to talking about other friends that you get annoyed, because it always happens. But best friends, they tend to talk about each other sometimes. You get annoyed some things they do, and maybe your best friend wasn't the right one for you. Maybe you guys were way too different and you started to not understand each other, and you would constantly fight and things like that. But losing your best friend, it's a hurtful thing, but we have to learn to move on, because really we don't need friends. We need friends to not feel lonely, but we don't need them to, if you want to go far in life, really, it's just better to be by yourself. Yeah, that's all I really can think of at the moment, but it does hurt, and I'm here for you. So yeah, the next question is, your makeup is always amazing. Can you give us advice on which makeup goes with our style? Well, thank you. With your style, it just depends on who you are. If you do wing, just do it. If you love bold wing and people are like, oh, no, you do bold wing. You be you, boo. Well, I just do this kind of makeup all the time, the wing. Sometimes on special occasions like today, I'm wearing false eyelashes. I do the same foundation stuff all the time. I do not use expensive stuff. All my makeup is drugstore makeup. It kind of does the same effect, but if you want like long lasting stuff, and expensive stuff is the way to go. But it just depends on how your lifestyle is. If you have the money, you go spend it on makeup. But yeah, if you're not, don't have the moolah, then just get drugstore makeup. Why not? It's But with your style, it just depends on who you are. You don't have to be like me because you think my makeup's perfect, or however you think of it. But just be yourself. If you watch a makeup tutorial and you love it, you do it. It shouldn't matter what people say. Yeah. Okay, next question. How do I move on from my boyfriend that cheated on me? Okay, this is a very common thing. Girls have boyfriends sometimes that you love, that you've been with for a while, and something happens between the lines that he cheats on you, and it's going to be hard because maybe you trust them more than your best friend or something like that, and you tell them so many things, and it will hurt because you're going to start to think, what did I do wrong? I never talk to any other guys. I never even think to cheat on you, and you cheat on me. But to move on, it's going to be hard. I'm just letting you know right now that it's not going to be easy, that one day you're going to wake up and be like, you know what, I moved on. Some people are like that, but it hurts girls a lot because then you feel like no other guy's going to like you, or no one's going to treat you the same. But if the guy had to go that low to go cheat on you, then that's unacceptable. Girls, you do not take that. You should not. No. Just slowly move on. Get best friend help. Just talk to your parents. What's it called? Just say all your feelings. That's all you have to do. But it's going to be hard to move on. Just like moving on from best friend. Ugh, it's terrible. Next question. Advice on friends. Friends are what make you not feel lonely. Friends are what you hang out with and things like that on the weekends and stuff like that. Friends are a big part of life, but if they start to give you trouble, maybe you're with the wrong group of friends. But you shouldn't let friends come before anything, because they're just gonna leave you later on in life. If you want to go and be something big, just don't tell your friends. I'm saying this because if you want to go far in life, it's better not to tell so many people, because some people might get jealous. Some people might, think of it, oh, why is he or she doing that? And then they're going to start to talk bad about you, and that's going to give you bad luck. I like to be happy all the time, but if friends are the type to make me come home from school with a bad attitude, then maybe they're the wrong ones for you. But as far as giving advice on friends, that's, just be with the right crowd. Don't let them peer pressure you. Yeah. Next question is dealing with parents and family. Parents are different from family, because you're with parents every second of the day when you come home from school, when you come home from work. Well, it depends on how old you are when you come home from work. But family, just dealing with them is like dealing with friends, because family tend to talk about each other, and then it's just a whole ordeal. It's the same thing with friends. So if you like your uncle better than your other uncle on the other side of your family, just talk to him. Or same thing with aunts and cousins. But just don't get into that drama, that adult drama, that one aunt did something and then they go tell the cousins, and it's just annoying drama and petty stuff that doesn't need to be there. But yeah, parents, just don't get into their drama, their adult stuff, because then that's gonna affect you, and then you're gonna start to think about what they're talking about and blah blah. It's just stuff that you don't need to be in. Let's go on to the next question. Advice to be as perfect as you. Well, thank you. I can't really give advice on that. I'm myself. I like dark clothing. I'm weird. I can look goth, and then I can look like preppy, and then I can go wear a Tupac shirt, and then, it's just, I'm so many things in one person. I don't try to be anybody. I'm myself. If I think that floral shirt is pretty, I'll get it. But then if I think that skull shirt is pretty, I will get it. It's just what I find, pleasing to the eye. If, like the choker, I got it at Spencer's. I went to a store once and I thought I was goth, but really I'm not, because I'm full of energy sometimes, but I'm not goth. I have multi-personalities. No, I don't have that. I just like different styles of clothing, and that's what suits me, and that's why I guess you think I'm perfect. So that's all the advice I can give you about that. So, next question, outfits for summer. That's the time where you are half naked because it's so hot, especially down here in Florida. Like right now, this black shirt is not helping me whatsoever. But that's where you wear the tank tops, the oranges, the pinks, the yellows, the high-waisted shorts, and just any type of shorts, the Hollister shorts, sandals, bikinis underneath your clothes, just all that. But a perfect outfit for summer for me would be a flowy tank top with high-waisted shorts and like the Tom type shoes. I don't have Toms, but like I get mine at Walmart. But yeah, that kind of stuff, like with your hair up in a bun, because it is hot. That sounds like the typical outfit, but that's something I would wear. I don't know about you, but that's me. If you want other outfits, you can just go on Tumblr or Google it. There's fashion blogs and stuff like that. Yeah. So next question, how do I become popular? That's another one where you just have to be yourself. If people like when they're yourselves, but if you have to impress, it's just, people can start to tell that you're trying to impress. I love being myself, but then it gets annoying when people have to talk bad about me, because then I start to think, what am I doing wrong? Should I try something else? No. If you want to be yourself, just be yourself. If you want to post a certain picture, you go post it. If you have family following you, then it doesn't matter, because it's your profile. You post whatever you want, unless, you know, your parents start to get upset. But if you want to become popular, just be yourself. Do what makes you happy. Like, for instance, I love giving advice. I could talk for hours, but I'm not the type to make DIY videos and stuff like that. I love watching them, but it's just hard for me to make like makeup tutorials and things like that. But I love watching them, and to become popular is just like every other YouTuber. You just be yourself. You have to be comfortable in front of the camera. It's going to be nerve-wracking. Like, I had to do this over so many times, but just be yourself. Next question, advice on dating. Oh, this is another one. Be yourself. Girls love when guys are themselves, because then girls can be comfortable. They can say anything to them, and they don't have to try to impress the guy to like them even more. But dating, girls should never have to stoop so low and do whatever the guy says. Personally, me, I'm talking about me, I'm a boss. Like, I am bossy. If I ever had a boyfriend, I'm not the type for him to tell me what to do. Like, if I don't want to do something, I don't feel comfortable with it, I'm not gonna do it. It just depends on who you are, what type of person you are. If you're shy, just please do not let anyone, either guy or girl, walk all over you, because you don't want that. You end up being in a place where you don't want to be, or doing something you don't want to do. Giving advice on dating is just is how you are, and whoever you're dating is. If this guy or girl is telling you to do stuff and you know deep down inside you don't want to do it, don't do it. Don't just because you feel bad or something, just don't do it, because then you're gonna regret it. And I'm the type that if I know I'm gonna regret it, I will not do it. If I will do something when I'm ready, when I want to, you know, but then I'm not gonna be a bitch about it. I'm just, you know, gonna tell them, hey, I'm not ready. I don't want to do it. So, yeah. Next question is, should you date someone your best friend has problems with? That is a big one. Yes and no. More like maybe and no. Because maybe you like this person so much, you want to date them, but then your best friend has problems with him or her, and it just ruins your chance. But then again, your best friend has been with you longer than this person that you like, but you never know if the person that you like is actually better than your best friend. It's kind of what type of scenario you're in at the moment, because if you know that your best friend is just gonna get pissed off at you and won't be your friend anymore, it's better not to, because you don't want to lose that person that you've been with for a long time, and you know, just over some guy or some girl that just came along out of nowhere and just starts liking you. So maybe more of a no. Maybe no. I don't know, because it's really hard. It just really depends on what type of scenario you're in, how your best friend will react, how the person that wants to date you will react. It just depends on that. Next question is, what do you think of dating behind your parents' back? It's kind of bad, but if it has to get to that point, then maybe there's something wrong, because maybe your parents aren't allowing you the freedom that you want, or maybe you're not ready to have a relationship. Maybe you're 13 years old. You're 13 years old, thinking that, you know, relationship, you're ready. No. I'm sorry. But when I was 13, yeah, I thought, I was ready for a relationship, but actually I wasn't. It's just best not to do it behind your parents' back, because that trust level will go down, and you don't want that to happen, especially with your parents, because then they're not going to let you do things that you want to do, and it's going to be very frustrating. So please don't date behind your parents' back, because it's not the right thing to do. And then you're going to start to think, oh my god, what if they find out, and then you're going to get all nervous, and then you're going to regret it, and then they're going to think that you're doing stuff when you're not. But just don't do it. It's not the best decision, but if you can get away with it, try it. It's the type of thing how your parents are. If your parents let you do whatever, just, be safe. But if your parents are hard on you, just, talk with them. Girls, it's easier to talk to your mom. Say, hey, I really like this guy. He wanted to ask me out, but you guys don't let me date. Was wondering if, I can try it out. But behind their back is not the best decision. Okay, last question of the day is, how do you make spare money as a teenager? Spare money can be earned as like allowance, things like that, cleaning your house for money. But if you want money, if you're 16 or older, you can go get a job. You can get a job that you want to do. You don't have to go that McDonald's or that Publix. Because I know when I'm 16, I will not go to that Publix. I will go to Tilly's, because Tilly's is my #1 store. But 15 and younger, us teenagers, it's hard to get money, because we're the type that we need to make those flyers, and we can do dog walking, tutoring, what's it called, washing cars. We get to do those things because we're not of age of getting a real job, and then we have to put up those flyers and pray to the base god that we get something. But just ask your parents if you need some spare money if you're going somewhere. But if you need money like constantly, then try to do something that you can earn it, like the dog walking and all that. But besides that, 16 and older, you can get a job. And that was the last question. I really hope that this was a little bit helpful. I will try to make weekly videos. I don't have a schedule like people do every Tuesday, every this. The video will come when it comes, but I'll try to make it weekly. You guys, I will put everything down below, like my Instagram, Tumblr. I also have my own fashion business thing. I make clothes, sell them, artwork, canvases, things like that. And yeah, follow me, subscribe, please, I hope. Thumbs up the video if you thought it was a little bit of helpful. You can even share it, do whatever you want with it, which, yeah, not the bad stuff like flagging, because I don't know what I'll be flagged for. But yeah, peace.